If your supplement brand has more than 500,000 sessions per month, then keep watching because I'm going to show you 5 A/B test ideas that you can test right now on your store, inspired from those 9-figure brands. And I will explain you exactly why you should test those specific elements. And keep watching until the end because I'm going to reveal 3 things that you really need to have on your website if you want to really grow your supplement brand like those 9-figure brands. So let's take the first A/B test idea. The majority of supplement brands are just saying, so like we all know that the game with supplement brands is LTV, it's subscription. That's why all brands are trying to push their subscription in their offer. But the majority are just using modify, pause, or cancel anytime, like just a short line about the terms of the subscription. And there is a very good example with Lemmy, which is right here. Pause, update frequency, or cancel anytime by logging into your account and clicking manage subscription under account details. And this is a bit down the fold, but I strongly recommend you test something like this higher on the page, because this is really a critical element. And I've seen that with A/B test for a supplement brand we work with, that people really care about the terms, how they can actually modify, pause, or cancel the subscription, because this is very generic. It's like, do I need to send you an email? Do I need to log in my account? Do I need to, people don't know. You need to explain them very plainly. So that's the first idea. You see, very simple, but it can have a tremendous impact. Second idea is, showing warnings or contraindications. So if you look at the same brand, Let Me Live, you have to click in here in FAQ and you have to scroll to like completely at the right to finally see this question: is Lemmy Skin safe to take during pregnancy or breastfeeding? So they do answer this here, but you have to really try to find it. It's like they have a couple of FAQs. Now, if you go on Torn, you'll see that they have this top bar right here. And in here, there is warnings. And here they're telling you in which specific case you should not take the product. This is great because it creates transparency. Like, people will trust more your brands if you're upfront with the contraindications, who should not take your product. So it's a very simple thing that you can add. You see like this, like a small section, or it can be just maybe a block, or an element that people can click on, like for example this, explaining the contraindication. But yeah, I've seen that works because again, you're being transparent with customers. Like, don't think they're dumb, they will want to know those things. And so yeah, supplement industry is so crowded that if you want to really differentiate yourself from the other brands, this can be a great way to do it, like being more transparent with them. Third A/B test ideas is about the reviews. So most brands have very generic review sections, like this one, for example. But the top brands, what they're doing is they're basically sorting reviews with popular search terms. So for example, this one, you've probably seen many of those. I don't know exactly which app they're using for the reviews, but another way you can do this is like IM8. I'm pretty confident they bought all of this with Claude directly, but it's actually great. Like, you can see gut and digestion, sleep, focus and mood. Like, you can search the actual benefit you're basically looking at for, like, when buying this product. Because this is like a generic product page. They have lots of landing pages, but it's great that when you look at the review, you can directly sort by what you're interested in. Another way to do this is like this: weight loss, hormones, hysterectomy. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, you get my point. Sort your reviews so that you make it easy for your customers, like the different segments of customers, to find the reviews about like the specific pain points that your product is solving. Then the idea number 4 is to basically make your image box wider but smaller in height. The reason why is because this is literally pulling your offer up on the fold. So for both AG1 and ESN, we can see the offer when you land on the product page, which is not the case for the majority of brand. And we've seen with A/B tests that the higher the CTA and the higher the offer, usually the higher the add to cart rate, obviously. But for supplement brands, there is a lot of education, lots of information to communicate with the prospect. So obviously the offer, social proof, the USPs, and what those two brands are doing, AG1 and ESN, which you're probably familiar with, they optimize the image box so that it takes really not much space, but they incorporated all the essential information in the image box. Here we have the offer, then we have the ingredients, then we've got, it's actually difficult to read on desktop, but on mobile it looks great. So yeah, it's definitely a test you can run, is having like an optimized image box like this so that you pull the offer higher on the page and so that it is actually the main element on the page. That's the A/B test idea number 4. And the 5th one is to actually incorporate a top bar to make it easier for people to scan through the information, because usually there are lots of information for supplements brands. And so when you're looking at the page, for example, in here with Storn, you can directly go to the review section, go back to the ingredients. And so you let people navigate the way they want, and you let them visit the section that they actually care about, rather than having your landing page and guiding them through the sections that you want them to go through. Another website that is doing this is Lemmy. As you can see, we've got the benefits, how it works, compare ingredients. It's the same on mobile, and I really like the way Blueprint from Brian Johnson is doing it. I don't think it's a 9-figure brand, but it's probably at least an 8-figure brand now. I don't know if they're profitable though, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Like if you check on mobile, it looks super nice, it's clean, and yeah, it's just easier to go to the section you're interested about, rather than like if you want to see the FAQ but you have to scroll down the page, surf for it, like at least you just click in here and it sends you directly to that section. So those were the 5 A/B test ideas. They're quite easy to implement, but they can have huge upside in terms of performance. Now I want to show you 3 things that honestly, if you want to scale a supplement brand, you will really need to have those on your website. The first one is the expectation and benefits timeline. A couple years ago, I tried AG1, and I remember when I received the product, I remember there is a small piece of information saying like after 7 days you will feel this and this and that, and after 1 month you will feel this and this and that, and I think it was like a 6-month timeline. So they really encourage you to stay with them for the longest, so that you unlock all the benefits. It's just like if you were in a community or an online training, and the longer you stay, the more perks you basically get. And with supplements is the same usually. Like the longer you take the supplements, the more benefits you unlock. At least that's what like most of those brands are saying. And I feel like on the website, those 3 brands are doing it really well. Again, AG1. So here they're just focusing on the first 30 days, because obviously like their goal is to sell you the product. And then when you get the product, they actually sell you like the next 6 months. But here it's a bit more long term. So you can see week 1, lift in energy, mood, and cognition. 1 month support iron level, can promote better vitality, sex drive, and overall well-being. And then 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Obviously, they want you to stay with them for the longest time, and you want your customer to stay with you the longest time. So yeah, this is a great section that you should have on your website, whether it's in an optimized format like AG1 is doing, or a full section like on Primer Queen. I put another example from Let Me Reset. Lemmy, the same brand we've been seeing before. So yeah, you see month 2, month 3, month 6. Next thing you really need on your website is to have lab analysis, whether it's third party, like you need something that actually reassure people. And if you look at the top brands, Amra, Grunes, IM8, they're all using those, and actually they're apparently using the same labs, which is Light Labs. So you can click in here, and then you can check the different reports. Grunes has the same, and you see they're not trying to hide it. They're putting it like in the above the fold. So same Light Labs, and IM8 is using different ones. They have an AI block in here, clinician AI. Doesn't seem to work though. Yeah, here. So you can actually check the research. Yeah, and this is great, even though I would love to see for this brand, like, what's the CTR on those blocks, and also how that, push people to convert better. But I think just having it on your page really screams that you're a trustworthy brand. So yeah, strongly recommend, if you're scaling your supplement brand, do some lab analysis and put the research, the analysis on your website. And the third thing I think you really need on your website, and that's stupid, but I'm seeing so many brands not doing it, I just don't understand. It's again a matter of transparency. It's just having the label of your product showing directly exactly what is inside of it. Sounds stupid, but I cannot tell you the quantity of brands I'm seeing selling supplements and not showing this. So yeah, this sounds obvious probably for many of you, but it's definitely something you need. Grunes, so Nutrafol has it right here, literally again in the above the folds. Same for Grunes, and same for IM8 right here. So yeah, this really reinforces trust that people can have in your brand. So it's a no-brainer to have it. It's not even something I recommend you A/B test. All right, so I hope that you got some inspiration from this video, that you have some ideas that you now want to test on your supplement brand. If you want me to put more content like this on YouTube, please put a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want me to work on CRO and A/B testing for your brand, I'll put a link in the bio so that you can book a call directly with me. And I will also put a link in the bio so that you can access this Figma and look at all the brands we have covered in this video. So I wish you a good day and see you in the next one. Cheers.